Hi everyone, Alex here at Apollo Scooters. Today I'll show you how to replace your rear suspension on your Explorer 2.0. First step is going to be removing the plastic covers on both sides. For this next step, we're going to remove the 8 screws located on each side of the fenders using a size 3mm Allen key. To disconnect the fender light connector, you're going to need to flip the scooter on its back. Okay, so for this next step, we're going to unplug the connector, and first we're going to remove the heat shrink wrap that is above it. So for this last step, now that all the screws are removed and the connector is disconnected, you can simply remove it. Next step is going to be to open the battery compartment and then disconnecting the motor wires. To open it, you're going to remove the 10 screws all around the battery compartment. Once the screws are removed, you can just turn it on its side and have access to the compartment. So what you're looking for is this big wire over here going on the side of the battery, and you're going to disconnect everything that is related to it. You're going to have blue wire, green wire, yellow wire, and this connector over here. Once everything is disconnected, you can just take out the wire. So for this next step, we're going to be removing the motor nut using a ratchet and a size 19-bit. So for video purposes, I already loosened those motor nuts, so expect on your side to have a little bit more difficulties removing them. And then repeat the same thing on the other side. So once both these are removed, you can simply pull back on the motor, and there you go. So for this next step, we're going to remove the top bolt on the rear suspension. So for this step, you're going to need 2 Allen keys size 6. For this video, I'll use a longer wrench so it's easier to loosen up since it's going to be pretty tight. For the video, I already loosened it up, but you're going to hold it one side and then using a punch and a rubber mallet, I'll tap gently on the left side so it comes out of here. So for this next step, I'm going to loosen up this one over here, so it's going to give us enough play to just slide it out. Using the same tools as for the other one we just did before, I'm going to do the exact same thing. So as you can see, the suspension just slides in, so when removing the swing arm, you can slide it out, and there you have it. Now we're going to reassemble it with the new suspension. When you have the new suspension, you're going to slide it inside the swing arm. And then go ahead and take the other part of the swing arm, align it with both holes. Now that everything is in place, I'm going to start by screwing back the swing arm bolt. While this part is already out, we recommend greasing it with silicone grease. When putting this part back, make sure not to forget the washers that goes right here. As well as the second one that goes on the other side. Now you're gonna come and screw this back on the other side. Okay, so for the next step, we're gonna put the motor back in. Make sure that both the washers are inside of the swing arm as well as the cord going upwards. For the next step, we're gonna put the locking washers inside, making sure that the groove goes inside the little hole, and repeat that for both sides. Now we're gonna screw back the nut on it. So it's really important to put the right torque and not just do it by hand. Before reconnecting all the wires, make sure to pass them in the hole over here. To make it easier to pass the wires inside the metal hole, I remove this one. So now you can just put it back. Now that the motor is in place, we're gonna plug everything back in the controller. So it's pretty easy, just remember to put each color with each color, blue with blue, green with green, yellow with yellow, and the white connector with the white connector. We didn't see it when I removed it, but there is heat shrink wrap on each one of those, and we do recommend to put them back. Make sure that the clip goes on this side where there's the little groove and not this one. For this connector, just make sure that the little round grooves are aligned with the holes on this side. When closing the deck, make sure that none of the wires are pinched between the top plate and the casing. Make sure not to forget to put back those rubber parts. As you can see, when we removed it, we cut them open to make it easier. It's okay for you to do it as well, because when you're going to put it back inside the little hole, it's going to be pressed. Okay, so the next step is going to be putting back the 10 screws on the casing for the battery. Next step is going to be putting back the connector for the rear fender light. Make sure that the groove is aligned inside the connector. And then we're going to screw it back on this here. Now that everything is done under the scooter, we flipped it back up. And the last thing that we need to do is put back the plastic covers. Don't forget to do the same thing on the other side. So for this last piece of plastic, you put this side first and then push it in. And finish up with the little screw. Same thing on the other side. Now to confirm that all the repairs have been done well, you can open up the scooter and make sure that there is no error sign on the display. So this is how to replace the rear suspension on the Apollo Explorer 2.0. If you have any question, make sure to ask them in the comment section, and thank you for watching.